What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Fresh Review. Today I will be showcasing the rubric I will be utilizing to review wrestling matches. In the background, we have what I believe will be the main event of WrestleMania 40. That is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. With Bloodline Rules, the final boss, The Rock, as the special guest referee. I've been a WWE fan for nearly 20 years. Yes, time really does fly when you're old. There was a year or two somewhere in the mid 2010s where I didn't watch too much, but I still followed. I stayed aware of the storylines and the superstars. I'm also aware of the major storylines that happened before I became a fan, even back in the 90s. Since WrestleMania 40 will be arriving in grand style this weekend, this is the best time for me to show you everything I look for in reviewing a wrestling match. Before I reveal the criteria, I want it to be known that I will be using the perfect ranking system for my first video. I highly recommend watching it. After all, I said it was essential to the channel and universal in usage. However, there will be a slight tweak. Instead of going from 0 to 100 points, I will be going from 0 to 5 stars. Each ranking will increase by 0.25 stars. For example, 0 stars will be Indescribable, 0.25 stars will be Egregious, 0.5 stars will be Horrendous, and so forth, all the way up to 5 stars. The max rating of 5 stars will be legendary. For the full star rating list, check the description below. This is perfect because there are 21 tiers in my perfect rating system. And on this 0 to 5 star scale, there will be 21 different ratings. Now let's discuss the 10 elements I'm looking for in a match. And first we have the pre-match elements, right? This category consists of the builds and the stakes. The build of the match is the promo and the segments that lead up to the match. The build is important in creating hype for the fight. A great build will have fans anxiously counting down the days until the fight. It will have fans on their feet during the wrestlers' entrances. It will have the fans chanting, "This is awesome," before a punch is ever thrown. The stakes are what the wrestlers are fighting for. The main event of a show or a pay-per-view inherently have increased stakes due to the pressures and expectations of the fight. The stakes can be raised by making the match a number one contender match, a title match, or a career-threatening match. The stakes can also be high because this is the rubber match or revenge match for a heated feud. The worse the pre-match elements are, the lower your expectations will be. On the contrary, the higher the pre-match elements are, the higher your expectations will be. Next, we have what we all came to see, the actual wrestling. This is segmented into two things, the moves and the reversals. Now, some wrestlers have fire moves and routinely execute them to perfection. However, the best wrestlers know when and where to perform these moves for the maximum impact and effectiveness. Inside the ring, stories are told by when the moves are performed and how they are sold. That's a bar. I didn't even know I was like that. Oh my goodness. In contrast to the moves and are the reversals. These reversals are how wrestlers shift the momentum in the match. Basic reversals are jawbreakers, or moving out of the way, or executing the most devastating move of all, the roll-up. In addition to basic reversals are advanced reversals. Advanced reversals are the ones that counter a devastating move by delivering a devastating move. Reversing an opponent's suplex into your own suplex, countering a powerbomb into a DDT, turning a sidewalk slam into a hurricanrana or head scissors takedown. If you have watched wrestling long enough, you see that all wrestlers have signature moves. The best reversals are when signature moves are countered into another signature move. For example, Roman Reigns' spear getting countered into a pedigree, Seth Rollins' curb stomp getting countered into an RKO, Shelton Benjamin's springboard getting countered in sweet chin music. These signature move reversals lead to false finishes and actual finishes, which is our next category. The false finishes are when wrestlers get hit with a devastating move, a signature move, or a finisher, and in the last 1/10 of a second, they kick out or get their limb on the bottom rope. It's when they are in a submission hold in the center of the ring, but somehow figure out a way to escape or crawl their way to the ropes to force a break. It's when the match is all but over. The wrestler can't possibly kick out, but someone intervenes to break up the pin count or attack the referee. If the moves and reversals have you sitting on the edge of your seat, the false finishes will have you jumping out of it. The actual finish is how the match ends, not necessarily who wins or loses. For instance, we could disagree or debate about who should have won the match. Did the babyface or hero cheat to defeat the heel or villain? That doesn't make sense. Did a no disqualification match end with someone getting disqualified. That doesn't make sense. Did someone roll under the bottom rope, hide under the ring, then sneak back in to win the Royal Rumble after 28 other competitors were eliminated? Don't ever let that person kick again, whoever booked that. These are horrible finishes that could ruin a great match. Next are the things that can enhance a great match and make it amazing. The enhancing elements of a match are the crowd and the commentary. The crowd's energy is contagious. When the crowd is alive and energetic, you can truly experience the atmosphere from your couch. You will become immersed into the match. Plus, the wrestlers will feed off of it. In result, the match quality will increase. When a crowd is alive, it will make a good match feel great. When a crowd is dead, it will make an average match feel bad. Like the viewers and the wrestlers, the commentary can also feed off the crowd's energy. Like the crowd, the commentary can also enhance the match. Whether it's wrestling, basketball, football, or any other sport, great commentary can elevate great moments and make them spectacular. I still grin from ear to ear when I hear good old Jim Ross shout, "Oh by God, he's broken in half." A great commentary team can make the experience of watching at home be equally as good as attending the live event. Lastly, we have the longevity elements. These elements are broken down into memorability and emotional investment. Essentially, memorability will look at all the previous categories and determine how long this match will be remembered or how quickly it will be forgotten. Was the build for the match so great that only the ones that experienced it will truly understand? Was there a move or reversal that you will always remember when this match is mentioned? Is there a false finish or actual finish that you will never forget? Is there a call by the commentator that will always give you goosebumps? All this can make a match incredibly memorable. Of course, it is easier to tell years later how a match has aged. However, there are instant classics, and many great matches from long ago were just that, instant classics. If something is truly great, you will know it will always be truly great. On the flip side, some matches will always be remembered for how bad they are. Some people believe that any publicity is good publicity. That is not true. A truly awful match with an egregious finish will live in infamy and be a stain on the legacy of everyone involved in it. Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan are icons in the wrestling industry, and you hear them have to repeatedly talk about that infamous match at SummerSlam. As for the emotional investment, this is the most subjective of the 10 elements. This is how much you cared about the match. Now, sometimes you don't care about the match prior to it, but during the middle of the match, the wrestlers spark your interest. Other times, the opposite occurs. You originally invested heavily into the match, but during the middle of the match, the wrestlers lost your interest. Although the best is when your emotional investment was high prior to the match, but after the match, it was even higher. That is when you know the match has the potential to be legendary. And that concludes my 10 elements I'm looking for in a wrestling match. To recap, we will review and grade each match of every WWE Premium Live event on a scale of 0 to 5 stars, starting with WrestleMania. And these ratings will increase in increments of 0.25 stars. I am looking at 5 categories. The first is the pre-match elements. That consists of the build and the stakes. Next is the wrestling, consisting of the moves and the reversals, paired with the false finishes and the actual finishes, followed by the enhancers, which are the crowd and the commentary, and then culminating with the longevity elements, which are memorability and emotional investment. In my first video, I said I want my opinion to carry as much weight as Jeremy Johns's in movies and Anthony Fantano's in music. I need my opinion on wrestling to carry much more weight than Dave Meltzer. This dude ruined his own star system by giving out 6 and 7 star matches on a scale that goes from 0 to 5 stars. I can't take you seriously if you fail basic math. All jokes aside though, I got no problem with Meltzer. However, I personally will not be giving any rating below 0 or any rating above 5 stars. My next video will be the first fresh review of this channel. It will be on WrestleMania 40, so subscribe if you want to see that and more content I have to offer. You can expect that video around Monday. I try not to be late on videos. This video is supposed to come out yesterday. I've been uploading every Wednesday. It just happened to come out on Thursday. I had some technical difficulties, and I could have kind of resolved them, but then I uploaded this video at 11:30 again. Didn't want to post it late, but besides that, expect that video on Monday. And let's talk about the main event of WrestleMania 40. I want to know what you guys think. I'm gonna give you guys what I think should happen, and I want Cody to get pinned by The Rock on night one, and watch as the final boss hands over the bloody belt to Mama Rhodes. Then on night two, with all the odds stacked against Cody, he defeats Roman Reigns and hands over the WWE Undisputed Championship belt to his mother. You got the pyro going off in the background, the confetti raining down, the audience cheering, and Cody and his crybabies crying. I think that'd be the perfect send off for WrestleMania 40. That could build into the fact that The Rock defeated Cody, but Roman Reigns couldn't. And Rock is like, I'm the real tribal chief. I gave you a layup, I bloodied him up, and you still couldn't get the job done. That could lead to a Rock vs. Reigns feud at WrestleMania 41. And I think that's just the perfect send off for everything to happen, with, especially with WWE 2K24, finish the story and all that. I think that'd be awesome. But I want to know who you guys think will win the tag team match at night one. Who should win the rematch between Cody and Rhodes? And what's the biggest match you're looking forward to this weekend? As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Unfortunately, Cody couldn't finish the story on this simulation, but hopefully he can in real life.